Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Bradley to Jaren Jackson. Conley to Bradley. Has a look. Now a shot by Bradley, no good. To Embiid. And the finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Has a chance. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Embiid. Harris. Tosses. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Knocked loose. Mikal Bridges to Jaren Jackson. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Conley to Jaren Jackson. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
To Embiid. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Sixers have the basketball. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Spins away from the defender. Sweet move. Oh, nice find for the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Conley into the front court. Right now, down 7. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Butler. Deep right corner. Grayson Allen.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Mike Conley. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Conley into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. And they called a foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Short jumper stays out. Butler to bring it up. His team on top line. Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Butler. Trying to cash in. Working hard on the glass. Grayson Allen. Here comes the screen. The crossover. Gets inside. And the slam dunk. Shot clock coming down. Oh, he slams it down just before the buzzer.
The people at home can see me right now. My hands are on my head, and I look stressed out. When the defense yells red, 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 you know that there are 5 seconds or less in the shot clock.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Conley into the front court. Down a dozen. Bradley over to the right side. Has a look. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. Has a chance. Shot by Valanciunas off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Programs have player bios, team stats, fan interviews, and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get your game program from a team representative.
From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Throws it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Here comes the screen. Conley To Valanciunas. Gets it in the right corner. 5 on the shot clock for Memphis. Bradley to Conley. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest on the 3. Conley misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
J.J. Redick. He's 2 for 2 now. Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the...
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Substitutions, Memphis.
Conley to Wright.
Take Conley, take Conley.
To Conley. That's no good. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Conley and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
There's the toss. Fires the 3. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Jimmy Butler pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Allen. Tough shot. And nearly a chance at it. Three-point play. No foul.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Conley shot off the mark. To Butler. Jimmy Butler, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Mikal Bridges. Off the assist.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Grizzlies own the basketball. It's Mike Conley with the two.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
That misses with a second to go. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.